I guess the Apple extravaganza, right, Alex Stone?
Yeah, it's the yearly unveiling, the big extravaganza, and you talk about the two sides. But there is a new report out over the last couple of weeks showing that 1 in 6 people globally uses an Apple product. So, yeah, a lot of people will say, well, why do we cover what Apple does and not what the other companies do? And we do cover the other companies as well, but what Apple announces has an impact on lives. If you're not an Apple person, most likely you have friends who do have Apple products, whether it be an iPhone or a computer of some kind, a MacBook or a desktop iMac, or an Apple Watch that they're everywhere.
Yeah.
That they end up impacting lives, whatever they announce today.
The problem, though, with these phones is that they've got everything in them. So I guess Apple's having a harder time to come up with new gadgets and new things to hook us for the newest versions.
Well, and that's been a problem, and Apple has been criticized in the past for not innovating as quickly as they used to. But you get to a point where you're not recreating the product. You're just making little tweaks here and there. What we're expecting today is going to be 3 new phones, all modeled after the iPhone 10. 2 of the models will likely have stainless steel rounded edges, no home button, very similar to the 10, the OLED, the OLED screens, but all are going to have better cameras. They're going to have faster processors, the same stuff we hear every time. One will be an iPhone 10 replacement, we believe, that it will look exactly the same. It will just have more power on the inside of it. But then there's going to be a big iPhone, something that this is going to be the biggest iPhone Apple has ever produced, a 6.5-inch screen on it. That this is likely going to be called the iPhone 10s Max or 10s Plus. The screen is essentially going to be a mini tablet, a mini iPad, a little bit smaller than the iPad Mini. That the device itself won't be much bigger than the iPhone 8 Plus or the 7 Plus, 6 Plus you might have. But because they're getting rid of the home screen, and now with the better screen, the OLED screen, they can go corner to corner with no border on the side where you have some dead space on previous phones. So they can make the screen that much bigger. But that's going to cost you $1,200. I mean, we're talking computer prices now that they continue to go up. And because those phones are so expensive, it appears that they're going to have a less expensive model that will look like the iPhone 10 but won't have a lot of the bells and whistles, that will have less of a processor on the inside, won't have the stainless steel body. It will be aluminum like previous iPhone models to hook those of us who don't want to spend $1,000 to $1,200 for a phone, that they try to get you with something that looks like the iPhone 10 but not as quite as much power.
I always find it interesting when these new phones come out. They always talk about the colors. Oh, it's going to be gold. It's going to be brown. Does it really matter? Because you have to buy a case, so you cover up the color anyway.
Yeah, I think on the younger side, folks don't necessarily put the cases on there, and they chance it, or they put the gel cases on so you can see the phones they're clear cases. But I'm with you. I've got my Mophie on mine with the extra battery pack, which makes my phone quite a bit bigger than Apple would like it to be, and heavier, and it covers the entire thing in black. So, yeah, I mean, for me, who cares what color it is? But you see a lot of people walking down the street, and you can see what their phone is, and then they show it off that way.
Alex Stone, $64,000 question. Do you have a pop socket on your phone?
No, but I'm installing one right now.
There you go. Alex Stone, have a good day today. Thanks for checking.